Since about 2009.
Yeah, about 2009. Yeah, it's been a long time.
It has been a long time.
And you've watched us grow old.
Which has been beautiful.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing you've been there.
I didn't
because
have
you
grey
helped us
hair
so
then.
much.
No.
I thought you did.
you
I thought you did have grey hair. Anyway,
No,
it's,
we've been
it's
dealing
been a
with
really
it
good
for-
journey.
It's been a great
journey.
pathway
Yeah.
for our retirement and our super. So it started with our super, then it sort of stepped into our pension fund now, and it's been a great experience with Positive Dynamics.
I think from a personal perspective, if you hadn't have been there from the beginning when we made the decisions to put more money away, and you were very good in explaining how that would help us into the future, we wouldn't be where we are today.
I think with anyone's portfolio, the biggest thing as you get older is trusting someone. And with Positive Dynamics, I think the trust has been founded over years of dealing with Vanessa, Dane and the team.
Yeah, and they've always been there to support us, and we've had quite a few different things happen, but you've been there and you've been kind, you've been understanding, but most of all, you help us financially, and that is so important when you get old and you have had health issues. So we're really grateful to you and your great team. You have a great team, and yeah, you're just so trustworthy. It's fabulous. And
Vanessa, Dane and the team care about the portfolio. It's your nest egg, and you know it's hard to go away for someone that treats you on a personal basis. And you're easy to contact. You've got a great team working for you, and yeah, it's been a good pathway for us to experience, and yeah, the journey's been good.
It's been really easy, and there is one other thing with just, I guess, knowing that you have someone that will pick the phone up and talk to you when you're desperate and you don't understand things, because it's so complicated. It's such a complicated area. So it is good. Yeah,
I think other funds, and I can't really speak that I haven't been associated with those sort of funds for quite some time, is that it's just a trust factor. And you know, the thing is, your portfolio is key. It's important to you as much as it is important to us. And I think that's the big difference.
I think when we introduce our friends because we both feel that we want them to experience what we have, and you know we have referred them because we trust you and we know your outcomes are good, and that you'll give them you know the sort of service that they need and give them the information they need. And there's been a lot of friends that have actually said how happy they are with Positive Dynamics. So I wouldn't do it for money. You know, I don't do it for money. I do it because we both care about our friends.
Well, I'm sure that everyone understands that when you're in a superannuation fund, there's bound to be highs and lows. But you know, it's as long as it's tempered and measured over the time frame, and you still remain you can either have a steady financial basis, or you can take the risk. But Vanessa and the team will look at your strategy and advise you whether that portfolio in higher risk, low risk, or medium risk suits your profile. And I think we know that the world is full of ups and downs. But it's having the trust in an organisation to keep an eye on your portfolio over that period and get the best results possible given what the market conditions are at the time.
I don't know, I think if you're talking like personally how it affects you, I mean, especially when you retire, like you only have a certain amount of money, so you know it's quite frightening you know, when you see the lows and you scramble, you think, oh my God, what's going to happen? But the one good thing is that you give us good advice. You know, like we can ring you and say, look, what's happening? You explain, you try and comfort us, because it's a very, you know, an emotional moment, because you think you're going to lose all your money, but you're not, because you've put us into portfolios that are, you know, they're blue chip, you know, they're going to keep us secure. They may not give you the high yields because they're not high in risk, but that's what you want. You want to be safe, secure, and you want to be able to at least keep your money and preserve it, rather than the big risks you take when you're working. So it's been, you know, it's been a great journey for us both, and the knowledge we've had from it, but also we still have our money, which is good.
But that's because Positive Dynamics do have the ability to read the market as best as anyone can, no matter if you had the finest broker in the world. Vanessa and Dane and the team have still got the knowledge to understand what
definitely.
Portfolio you need to be in, and change that mix around. Because you've got to run with it. You've got to run with the market, and you've got to run with the conditions that are happening in the big wide world. And sometimes, you know, that's something you won't get from a big organisation, but you will get with Positive Dynamics. I think that's another thing about Positive Dynamics. They have a dedicated team member that looks after you. Ness has got a lot on her shoulders as well, but she's got a dedicated team, which you have that person that you can contact if you really can't contact Dane and Vanessa.
Yeah, it's just...
And you know, that's great, because it's double the support.
So, yeah, the whole
and
thing.
you're not held waiting on the phone to try to get through to a team member.
You're not abused.
You're not treated like an idiot.
I think another thing is too, you and Dane and the family, and it's just a lovely concept and experience to be around you all. It's, you know, it's sort of like having an extended family, you know, which is just unheard of. But you know, it becomes, we know that you're trustworthy, you know, you're telling us the truth, and you don't experience that with the big insurance companies and with the big...
you're not a number. You're more than just a
number with the others.
And your portfolio is looked at on a constant basis. It's regulated to whatever the market might be doing. It's not dealing with a company that sort of treats you as a number and looks at your portfolio per annum. You know, a lot of things can happen in 12 months, but with Positive Dynamics, they're on the money straight away.
Thank you, Positive Dynamics, for
thank you.
Thanks for securing our future.
And just maintaining our life.